Texture, people. Oh, it's good. Growing up with a mum who is an interior designer, I've always loved colour theory and how it can make you feel. I'm now the Director of Interior Design at Lick, and we have teamed up with B&Q to show you how you can bring colour into your homes. And today's episode is all on colour blocking. Come check this out. We've created this set to show you what colour blocking is. This is a great technique if you've got an open plan space and you want to zone out an area, like a dining area, or I'm going to show you now how to bring it into a bedroom. Great option if you've got a bolder colour and you want to know how to introduce it into your home. I'm going to show you now how to do it. If you have fallen in love with a colour, but you're a little bit nervous because it's a bit bold, colour blocking is one of the best ways to bring it in. By going for a stronger colour on the lower level and going for a lighter colour above, it actually makes your room feel taller. Teal 01, it's one of my favourite colours to bring into a bedroom. It's super calming. Then I'm going to bring this gorgeous soft warm white above it. So this is white 05, which is going on the walls and the ceiling. The design trick that I want to encourage you to do, which brings in that like hotel feel, is if you've already got a dado rail, fantastic. If you don't, you can do this with masking tape. Bring in that slightly stronger color. So that is teal 03. And you're gonna do a little border with that. Now, I'm really gonna encourage you all to do a physical mood board and not a digital one. A digital one, by the way, is fabulous for you to just brain dump all your ideas. But the physical one is so important because you need to see the samples and what they look like in your home. Light plays a huge factor on the overall colors that you see. I've got warm tones in this room, so my flooring is warm and the rust tone is on the warm side as well. And then after a few days, if you're like, oh yes, this is exactly what I want my bedroom to look like, then you can go to B&Q and order all your products and get everything to start decorating. We're going to be doing the bedroom where we're doing a split level design. The key to this design is to go above the headboard. So measure from the floor going all the way up. This is going to be the teal 01 colour. Now I'm so excited we've got one of these doors on set because so many of my clients leave the door brilliant white, and that's such a shame. Include the door, it looks so much better. The paint normally goes above the handle, down onto the skirting as well. Then above it, we're going to be painting in white 05 on the walls, cornicing, ceiling and ceiling rows. Two finishes we've got our matte and our eggshell. I would always recommend that you do 2 coats of paint. B&Q and Lick both have a paint calculator that you can put all your measurements in and it does the hard work for you. And don't forget, we're painting the dado rail in teal 03 and I would recommend 1 tin for that as well. So let's go get the paint. We are super confident with the colours that we've chosen. We've tried them out in our space, so let's get the paint. There's no point going to all the effort to paint your walls if you don't have that flawless flat finish. Polyfill it, great stuff, get the quick drying one, and then get yourself some filler knives as well, just so you can even it out and go from there. The next thing we've got is the laser level. This is to give you that even line across the room. If you don't get one of these and it's not straight, it will always wind you up. So trust me, you'll invest in one of those. %90 of decorating is in the prep work. You then get that flawless finish and it will stand the test of time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove all of the furniture. That was easy. Next step is you want to cover the floor with a dust sheet and then we're going to tape it down to stop it moving around. You want to give your walls a light sand. I would always recommend a 120 grit paper. This will just remove any sort of blobbles of paint that you've got. If you've got any holes, it's going to reveal those that we can need to polyfill it in. When you come to your woodwork, you want to give this a heavier sand just so that the paint really sticks to the surface. And just remember, it's really important to put on all of your safety gear. I mean, how do you... Sexy, sexy. If we've got any holes like this, we just want to fill them in with polyfiller. Then use your filling knife. Don't worry too much, because then what you do is once that's dry, just give it a light sand to make sure the walls are flush. And then we're going to get a damp cloth that we're going to wipe all the walls and the skirting, removing any dust. No dust. Oh, there's dust down there. And then the final bit of prep that we're going to do, we've got this nifty bit of kit here that's a laser level that marks out where we're going to masking tape across the room. So actually, you can't quite see it. Crew, lights. Once you got close to here, let's put the lights back on. So good. So because we are painting from the ceiling height down, get your masking tape and just follow it along the line, but put the tape below the line. And we're going to go all the way around the room, including the door. When you get to the door handle, just tape it up as well. And then this is a studio, but if this is a doorway somewhere, just cut it and fold in the tape so it's not blocking off the door. Get your paint. This is white 05. Now, once you've opened it, this is really important. Give the paint a really good stir to mix in all of the pigment and pour into the Eco Paint kettle. And you're ready to go. Even though the ceiling, the walls and the woodwork are all going the same color, the white 05, we need to use the cutting in brush. It just means when you come to roll, you get that gorgeous finish. That's pretty. Now, I'm a color expert, but not a decorating expert. However, our team at Lick have told me that you need to do a V technique. Oh, and the other thing, don't push too hard. It shouldn't be a workout. I mean, look at that coverage, yes! Once you've done all of the cutting in with the brush, get your mini roller and load it up and just go along all of the flat areas, and it just evens out any of the brush strokes that you've already got. And honestly, it is so satisfying. Voila. We're now going to move on to Teal 01 below. I'm going to use the cutting in brush again just to do the woodwork. You don't need to worry too much because everything here is going to be the same color. Just want to go along the edge, just because the mini roller can't get into those bits. This is why color blocking is so much fun. We've gone along with the brush, then you want to get your mini roller, and we're going to just go across the edges. What we're doing here is we're blending in the brush strokes, and so you get that lovely sort of flawless finish. We are now moving on to the big roller. Up to you, by the way. If you want to carry on using the smaller roller, you can, but this is super satisfying because the room now really starts to take shape. You need to wait 2 hours between coats. I've actually come back the second day and I've just finished the second coat. And now whilst it's wet, I want you to remove the masking tape. This is now the most satisfying part. So please don't rip it. Just take your time. We've painted the dado rail in Teal 03, which is gonna be stuck like that going across the room. You can't honestly stick the dado rail on the door, so I've left that like this with the masking tape. And what I'm gonna do is get a little paintbrush, paint across the door, and then you get that consistent line going all the way across the room. So just before you stick it, because you've only really got one chance at this, just line it up. Once it's on, you can slightly wiggle it if you need to. But there you go. So here it is, the final bedroom. We've got that lovely warm neutral on the walls, paired with the lovely teal, which makes a bedroom feel super calm. And the third color that I brought in was this rust tone. You want to mix patterns and textures together. So we've got the lovely striped pattern that you'll find in the detail in the cushion, mixed in with the throw and the rug, bringing this area all together. The last thing that I really want you to think about is the lighting that you're going to bring into the space. You want to have a side light that creates that warm pocket of glow. So that's it. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We've listed all of the products and the materials below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in to discover more on these painting techniques.